Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mike from the Hardcover Comic again. Today we've got a very different kind of book to talk about here. We've got American Gods by Neil Gaiman, P. Craig Russell, Scott Hampton. Sorry, just moving my lighting around there. Obviously based off of the novel written by Neil Gaiman, which now has a TV show on Amazon Prime. I haven't watched the show yet. I did read the novel a few years ago, so I was very, very excited about this. They do also mention down here it's got artwork by Walt Simonson, Colleen Dorn, and Glenn Fabry. So, very exciting stuff. It's a standard sized hardcover, it's not oversized at all. The book itself is about 300 pages. It's book one of three, they say. So, this is going to be, honestly, almost, you'd think a graphic novel would be shorter than the novel, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that way here. Neil Gaiman Library. I like that they're doing that, especially Dark Horse. They've already released a bunch of his other graphic novel stories, like recently Only the End of the World again came out, and there's a few more coming out soon. But let's get the dust jacket off and dive in. So underneath we've got a nice golden emboss here with the logo. It's fine, keeping it simple. Looks good though. Yeah, so let's dive in here. Now, P. Craig Russell, for those of you that don't know, has done a lot with Neil Gaiman. Recently, I read a book by both of these gentlemen called The Graveyard Book, which is again based off of a Neil Gaiman novel. But yeah, for those of you that have never read American Gods, it basically focuses on our main hero here. His name is Shadow, and he basically, again, it's been a few years since I've read this, but I believe he comes out of jail and comes out of prison and ends up meeting this gentleman. Again, I apologize, guys, it's been a few years. He meets a gentleman, basically, he's having weird dreams, he's having these visions, and we basically find out about oh, there's going to be some nudity in here as well. I need to watch it. I do want to show you guys some artwork, though. Don't flag the video, guys. Basically what it comes down to. Yeah, very, very wordy book. And as you can see, I mean, it seems like a very, very accurate adaptation of the novel. I mean, you've got, you know, the writer of the novel writing this, too, so... But yeah, P. Craig Russell's the artist that you've been seeing so far. He's not the most hyper detailed, but I like the way he tells stories. And like I was saying, yeah, this book sort of deals with this battle between old gods and new gods. And by new gods, we mean stuff like technology or social media, fashion, stuff like that, you know? These things that are modern day obsessions, money, of course. So it's pretty fascinating, and I mean, it's crazy that there's going to be three of these. Three of these. It's very exciting, especially if you're a Neil Gaiman fan. If you're a fan of the show, I highly recommend picking this up since you're going to... again, I don't know much about the show, but based on what I do know about, you know, shows and their respective books, the books typically are more satisfying. So let's show you guys the binding there. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's get back here to the bonus content. Cover gallery, some pencils, character designs, sketchbook. Yeah, pretty cool. There's some pencil work here for you guys. Getting more detailed from the general layout to the more detailed look. It's a little Scotty Young cover there. A bunch of covers here in the back, so some fun little bonus content. But yeah, story continues, and I guess this will be part 2. On sale in comic shops March 14th. All right, but yeah, there's some more books by Game in there. Anyway, very exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to diving into this once all three of the volumes are out. It'll be a good excuse to reread this novel now with a graphic adaptation. Anyway, if you guys have any more questions, or if you've read the series yourself already, are keeping up with it on a monthly basis and want to throw some info out there for people who are curious, let them know. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This was Mike from the Hardcover Comic. As always, until next time, you stay classy, Internet.